ladies and gentlemen, live to the Colchester Sports Complex. Saturday night, Division I varsity boys action. Your BFA Bobwhites, 12-2 on the season, hosting the gritty Colchester Lakers, 10-5, coming off a 5-4 loss to the Essex Hornets, I believe, at the Essex skating facility. Currently sitting in that 4 spot, would be on the opposite side of the bracket. Chris filling in for Jason Bliss. Again, Jason, we miss you out in Hawaii. Hopefully you don't burn that beautiful skin of yours, but looking to have you back. Chris, before we get started here, you know both these teams really well. We've chatted about it. What do you think for a prediction tonight? Who's coming out on top? What's the goal differential going to be? Who are some of the players that might be a difference maker on both sides for us?
Well, I got a score tonight, Cam, of 5-3 in favor of BFA. Again, I think depth wins out over the very talented first and serviceable second line of Colchester's. Players to watch, you've got Alex Rubley on the Colchester side. He's their most explosive offensive player. You've got a couple of good defensemen who can skate the puck. Goaltending's going to be a key for Colchester, just like it was down in Burlington. BFA welcomes back Matty Merrill, who's wearing a cast and a bigger glove on one hand than he is on the other. Yeah,
bottom hand, by the way.
Bottom hand cast. We'll see, hopefully he can come out and skate full speed and without any hindrance.
Before we get started, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, Northwestern Orthopedics, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Barrett Ford, JC Image, Handy Toyota, and our newest member, Corporate Outfitters, who will be sponsoring our Northwest Player of the Game. So stay tuned for post-game for that as we are underway. And sure enough, Alex Rubley with the quick shot into the offensive zone, and Colchester looking to gain their offensive zone here early as we are underway. Another shot on net by Rubley. Good blocker saved by Telfer. Really looking for Telfer come out of his shell tonight. And we have a whistle early.
Yeah, it looks like Rubley with maybe an interference from behind on Levi Webb. And again, referees are really looking to safeguard against player protection here. And he definitely hit him from behind. Not sure if it was it a roughing or an interference?
It was a roughing call.
Okay.
That's what they've kind of been doing whenever it's been getting too physical along the boards. I don't necessarily agree with it when you talk Division I high school hockey, certainly trying to protect the players, but regardless, Rubley for 2 minutes on roughing, so we'll see this BFA power play.
That's been Colchester's Achilles heel over the last few years, taking penalties at inopportune times, and you can't do that against a BFA team that's very good on the power play.
So BFA, first unit out there for the Bobwhites. Johnson throwing it down low for Aiden Savoy to trap it on the lower left-hand side of the offensive corner. Puck's going to come all the way around to Johnson. Over to Audie. Audie circles out around the zone, back down low, giving chase. Colchester doing a good job getting it out as it comes up top to Frady's. Duklon calling for a live change. Frady's getting it down low. Second power play unit coming out here for the Bobwhites. Merrill filling in for Wood now that he's back in the lineup. We'll look to see how that cast makes out. Quick shot there, just wide of the net. Good little opportunity for Merrill. Puck up top to Frady. Shot on net. Raff in front. Screenshot goes wide, all the way out of the zone. BFA regrouping in the neutral zone. Frady's will take his time. Colchester getting a line change here. Again, second power play unit out there. About 2 minutes underway. 30 seconds left in the Rubley roughing call. Little check there down low by Merrill, up top to Frady's. Holds it on the blue line, touches it over to Schreindorfer, back to Merrill. Puck in front. Intercepted by Colchester. And thrown all the way out.
Looks like Colchester's going to successfully kill this first penalty, so a little bit of momentum charge for Colchester here.
Thrown all the way out by Ian Mayer there. Good play. Ian played a really good skating game, two-way game last time for the Lakers. So we'll look for him to do a similar Similar thing here tonight here at Complex. Colchester with it in their offensive zone. Little slip pass there, down low, up top. Number 11, Dusevic gets it down low to McKinley. McKinley trying to get something going with it, however, going the other way, where Parker Gagne, puck on the stick, throws that on the net. Chip down low. BFA giving pressure. Liam Wood unable to hold the offensive zone for the Bobwhites. Colchester going the other way. Quick move there. Johnson doing a good job breaking it up, pushing it down low. 2-on-2 work in the corner. Puck comes up to Gagne. Little hit there from behind. No call. Just a little subtle push. Nothing serious. Looks like we got the fourth line out here for the Bobwhites. Centered by Wood. Puck behind the net to Lanfear. Lanfear trying to break it out. Can't do so. Puck up top. And there's a redirected shot as Kerner looks to get something there. And I believe it might have been Wood that deflected up top and into the netting. So there'll be a face-off here with 11:20 left in the first.
We talk about, again, defensive zone, coughing up the puck in the defensive zone. BFA really has to be careful of putting the puck in safe places here tonight. And on that particular play, they didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, certainly breakout and puck movement's been two of their major issues this year, so we'll certainly dive into that as we learn more about their style of play tonight. Colchester holding the zone, Rubley with it behind the net, chips it back up top. Shot there, deflected just wide as Colchester with a good opportunity in front. Holding the zone is Brown. Brown, one-on-one against Collinati. Collinati winning. Chips it out to Levi Webb. Puck comes back down to Collin. Collin tries to chip it around his man. Has trouble doing so, but picks it up. Gets it down low. Duclain calling for a line change. Second unit here chasing. Sean Beauregard. Unable to get the puck. However, Liam Wood there to get it down low. Colchester with it now behind the net. Sherman looking to break it out on the far side. Puck comes out of the zone. Frady's giving chase. Frady's and Clark with it now as McKinley pressures on the forecheck. Puck comes out of the zone. Chipped by Savoy. Puck into the offensive zone. Beauregard holds the line. Looks for Savoy. Can't find him. Comes out to Wood. Back to Frady's. Shot there. Deflected just up over the net.
Looks like it hit the crossbar and bounced up over the net. Close call there.
Yeah, Kieran Phillips not really seeing that, but a little bit of a flutter shot deflected up over the shoulder, and I think you're right, Chris. I think that hit the top of the crossbar and trickled just behind the net.
Unfortunately, we're going to get a call against the Bobwhites.
Of course we are.
Looks like Aiden Savoy going to the box, maybe for a roughing. So both teams taking one penalty here so far in the first period, 9:46 remaining. We'll see. Colchester did a very good job killing their penalty. We'll see what happens here with BFA.
And Andy Corrin so far doing a good job with the line changes, having this Rubley, Brown, and Blondin line out there for a fresh power play. So look for this line to make an impact early as they win the draw. Puck comes up top. Brown over to Rubley, looking for a touch pass, circles around behind the net. Ethan Audie giving pressure, good job there. Puck up top on the blue line, able to hold it in is Dusevic. And Brown with it now. He'll touch it over to Blondin, back to Dusevic, shot on net. Touch save there by Telfer, and that will come up and out of the zone.
Good clear by Ethan Audie as the Bobwhites get a change, get some fresh legs out for the penalty kill.
Good student section here tonight, Chris. They were very lively last game. All in all, good crowd here tonight.
Saturday night at the Collins Pearly, and we're glad you're joining us.
Yeah, did you notice I got you a Tootsie Pop for good luck?
I did. Yeah. Quite unexpected considering I just bought you dinner.
A little upset you took the orange flavor, but life moves on.
Yeah, that Tootsie Pop cost me $30.
Colchester with it, up at the point, circling around, shot on net, rebound there, can't hold on. Colin Audie going the other way. Colin doing a great job icing that down low. About 42 ticks left on the Savoy call. Did you say Savoy was called for tripping there? I missed that one.
I think it was a roughing.
Okay. So 2 roughing penalties so far. Colchester losing their step. Puck comes up top. Number 14, Sherman, with it. Shot on net. Good save by Telfer. Puck goes down low. Frady's giving a chase. With it behind the net is McKinley. McKinley up top. Good block shot by Beauregard. McKinley slides it over. Shot on.
Good shot blocking there by the BFA penalty kill. Beauregard first, and then I believe Gavin Frady's on the second shot, which deflected out of play up into the netting. But, you can only play hockey in your own zone so long against Colchester before it's going to hurt. And I feel like BFA's right on the verge of something bad happening here.
No, Liam Everts with a good shot there. Good shooting lane, but better block shot. Puck in front of the net. BFA trying to get out of the zone. Rafferty with it now. He's tied up. Raff has had a good stretch of games, even more so as far as forechecking goes. I'll look for him to be a key factor on this third line tonight. Tommy Wilbur with a good skate through the neutral zone. Touches over to Wilbur. Back to Rafferty. Puck broken up. Schreindorfer there to forecheck in the far boards. Rafferty touches it to Wilbur. Wilbur Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer circling back around. Colchester able to break it out on the near side boards.
Good shift there by the Bobwhite third line. Schreindorfer playing third line tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
With Wilbur and Raff, and that's a nice line when you get those 3 kids together.
Like we said, a lot of COVID, a lot of injuries, so good to have these 9 forwards back intact. I'm super excited to watch this third line tonight, personally. So puck in the offensive zone, Colin Audie giving chase. Puck, however, comes out of the zone, neutral zone breakout, touch to Rubley. Rubley skating wide, 1-on-2, shot on net, and Telfer will cover that up all day.
It's okay. Rubley, very good shooter. But if you keep him to the outside, keep him to the perimeter, he's not going to hurt you. What happened in their first meeting down in Burlington, down at Letty Park, is he had 2 goals where he was able to get in behind the defense and come right in on top of Telfer. So got to really safeguard and keep him to the outside.
Puck up top to Dusevic. He gets it down low, looking for his man. Puck squirts back up top to the blue line. Good shot there by number 6, LeQueer. And Colchester, although only a couple scoring chances, getting pucks in front of the net early.
Yes, and winning puck battles too.
Yeah.
BFA really struggling to get out of their own zone. Merrill now with the puck.
Everts trying to hold the blue line, puck in the neutral zone here. That's chipped up and down low. And I said this last game, Chris, but this Colchester team is a very well skating team. And if you don't move the puck against them and you get in the box, this could be a trap game for the Bobwhites here tonight.
100%.
Puck in the neutral zone. Savoy gets it over to Clark. Clark touches it to Wood. Wood gets it down low. Second unit out here for the Bobwhites. Savoy gives chase. Wood there to intercept the puck from being broken out. Gets it down low. Beauregard chasing after it. Unable to collect as Mayer tries to break it out on the near side boards. Intercepted by Savoy. Quick move there. Comes up top. Clark doing a good job getting it down low. Clarkey with a couple really good games. He's really coming along for this squad.
BFA with a nice forecheck here. Beauregard with a shot, and that one's deflected out of play up into the netting. So that, a good 30 seconds worth of sustained pressure by the Bobwhite second line here. And I think that was probably the first, like I said, the first example where the Bobwhites were able to kind of put some pressure on.
Well, I'm not so sure if it's the food coma from the generous dinner you bought me, but only about 5 minutes left in the first, as this first period's really flown by. Puck in the offensive zone. Schreindorfer giving chase. Good play by Schreindorfer on the forecheck. Raff down there. Try to break it up. Can't do so. Colchester with it. Brown circling. Makes a move around Rafferty. Touches it to Blondin. Blondin chips that down. Piper there to collect. Puck slides over to Ethan Audie. Ethan Audie, our Northwest player of the game last game. Very good game against Spalding as he had a goal and assist in the 5-0 win.
Bobwhites bunching up there, Cam. They got to spread out a little bit. You don't need 3 players on the puck there as they look to dump it in and get a change.
Yeah, I mean, they've had that issue all year, and we've certainly been critical. It'd be nice to see him take a half second more. Again, this isn't New England prep. You know, there's a little bit more time, and with a skill set like the Bobwhites, you know, certainly like to think that they could capitalize off a half second more. Matt Merrill with it. Defensive zone, far side boards. Kicks it out to Audie. Good chip pass there. Audie's tripped up, and there's a delayed call and an interference. And although I don't think it's anything to do with Colchester's discipline, they're certainly finding a way to find the box, as this is their second penalty in the first period. And when we talk about a good Colchester team, anytime they've had issues against teams with depth, it's certainly been just because of their penalties.
Yeah, they've taken penalties in addition to not being able to match up well in the late parts of the game. So they really have to reel that in.
And you got Ducevic going to the box, who's arguably your best defender. There's a touch pass to Rubley, one-on-one on Telfer. Can't hold on. Johnson there to pinch him off. Colin Audie chipping it back to his brother Ethan. First unit out for the Bobwhites. Ethan Audie to Colin, touched it off the boards to Savoy. Savoy slides it down low. Baird gives chase, getting out to Brown. Delayed offsides, however, no call. Corin calls for a line change. BFA will take this moment to transition the breakout as Blondin forechecks. Wood with it now, skates around his man, touches it to Savoy. Wood with it in the corner, gets it up top to Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer just wide of the post. Beauregard in front of the net to cause traffic. I don't think Phillips saw it, but just not enough there to get a shot on net. Shot slid over to Schreindorfer by Frades. Frades trying to get to Beauregard, can't do so, and Colchester doing a good job getting it out, as Frades will give chase in the defensive zone with Blondin forechecking. Just about 30 seconds. Yeah, left in this power play. And BFA not really with any scoring opportunities on the 5-on-4 for the 2 penalties so far on Colchester. Frades with it, touch pass to Wood. Wood shot in the slot, deflected by Rubley. Webb there, down low to pick it up. Look for Webb and Wood on the second power play. They had a good game together against Spalding. Frades shot on net, up and out of play. 1:33 left in the first. 3 seconds left on the Ducevic call.
Good shot there by Frades from the point. I saw Liam was out in front, stick on the ice. He actually scored a similar goal in Wednesday night's game, and he was looking to repeat there.
I know he's your son, but try to use his last name Wood for the viewers at home. Colchester gaining the zone. Ethan Audie there picking it up. Skating. Good pass by Ethan through the neutral zone. Swainbank trying to get it through the neutral zone and the offensive zone. However, puck up and out of play.
You know, if Colchester can get out of this first period without any damage done, you got to give them a little bit of a victory. I think what you try to do with BFA is get them into the third period and stay close to them, and anything can happen after that.
Ethan Audie with it. Tries to get up to Gagne. Can't do so. Colchester getting through the neutral zone down low. Puck down behind the net. Wilbur with it now. Gets it over to Swainbank. Swainbank doing a good job getting it out. Parker Gagne giving chase. Got to give Parker Gagne credit. He certainly has the wheels.
PG, we're calling him now. But yeah, Parker is always out there giving you 110%.
Yeah, he works really hard, and I think he's deserving of these lines. And with all the adversity this team's battled, to have someone with that type of step fill in, it's certainly nice for the coaching staff here, the Bobwhites. Shot there by LeQueer on net. Good save by Telfer.
BFA defense doing a much better job keeping Colchester out from in front of their own net.
Webb with the little speedster skating through the zone, creating a lane. What I just saw there, Chris, which I haven't seen a ton of, is Webb was by himself skating down the zone. He saw some open ice. He cut back, delayed some time to try to find a passing lane. We really haven't seen that against BFA.
Face off one. Oh, damn.
Well, let's remember we're live right now. Okay, sorry, folks. Wood with it now. Chips it over his defender. In the neutral zone, tries to touch it to Beauregard. Can't do so. Looks like
we talked about, you were kind of ranting a little bit as the face-off was being dropped. And, with 6 seconds left in the first period, face-off deep in Colchester zone. Face-offs are so important. Liam wins the face-off, gets it back. Couldn't get a good quality shot on net.
No, face-offs have been their strong point all year. But I thought, ranting or not, I think the folks know that by this point in time. I think it was just important to pick out, BFA being in situations where they may have one or two guys going, instead of trying to go as fast as you can and get off an off-angle shot like Levi did there, trying to cut, delay, find space, find shooting lanes. I think that's why they've lost to the Essex. They've lost to the Colchesters because they don't do a good job doing that, and it's good to see that here late in the first against a very good Colchester team.
Yeah, and they got some quality minutes in their last game against Spalding in order to kind of practice that. And so, I think they are gaining a little more confidence with that. And as a result, they're enjoying some success. So look for more of that going forward. I think that's the mentality they have to have now is, don't panic with the puck.
Yeah.
If you are on a rush up the ice and you're outmanned, find yourself some time and space and wait for your line mates to catch up so that you can try to create something. The end result is sustaining pressure in the offensive zone. There's no way you can lose a hockey game if you spend the whole game in the other team's zone. And, once you're in there, controlling the boards, cycling the puck, then you need to focus on creating opportunities in front of the net or creating quality shots. And that's the piece that BFA has struggled with this year, is creating those quality shots. They did a much better job of it Wednesday night against Spalding.
Yeah, they did.
We'll see what the next two periods yield.
With that, though, a lot of that came second period to third, so let's see if they make similar transitions. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors. Northwestern Orthopedics, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Barrett Ford, JC Image, Handy Toyota, Corporate Outfitters. If your business would like to be a sponsor for Northwest Access TV sports coverage this winter, please contact 802-782-8676. As well, just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you're interested in enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit Northwest Access TV /donation. So, again, Chris, I know you kind of just recapped the first there, but obviously 0-0 here. We did have 3 penalties, 2 on Colchester, which I think could be their Achilles heel if they continue that path. Obviously, Rubley had the roughing. I believe Dusevic there. I'm not sure if he was a tripping. Yes, he was a tripping here in center ice. And then BFA getting the call for a roughing as well.
Aiden Savoy, got a roughing call in the period, too. So a fairly clean game. I know both of these teams, again, lots of, familiar faces on each squad. These kids know each other very well. These games typically have been pretty rough. A lot more skating tonight. I think both teams are kind of settling in. And let's face it, Colchester, they know if they're going to make a splash in the playoffs, they've got to play more disciplined. And I do see a much more disciplined team here tonight than I'm used to seeing from them.
Yeah, and another quick note, which we had talked about being a key, is it looks like Phillips there is kind of settled in as well. I know he hasn't seen a ton of scoring opportunities from the Bobwhites, but he certainly looks comfortable with all the traffic in front of the net.
Yeah, no, he has, and the Colchester D has done a nice job clearing out. But there's been a couple of shots on net. He's been comfortable there. He's making the initial save, and most importantly, not giving up the rebound.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I can think back to the first game where there were a couple of rebound goals. I think Sean Bogard scored one in the first period down in Letty Park. So, rebounds are big. BFA thrives off rebounds with their big bodies up front. And the goaltending doing a much better job tonight.
We already had our power rankings earlier this week, our Northwest power rankings. Just in order quickly, we're not going to dive into it, but for those of you at home, outside looking in is Milton, number 5, the 16-0 Hartford Hurricanes. Colchester Lakers here tonight, 10-5, sitting at 4. Essex Hornets there at the 3 spot. BFA at 2 and Rice at 1. Now with the Rice loss to South Burlington, and you talk about the Colchester overtime loss to Essex, and depending on what happens this weekend, it's starting to get to that time of year where things could get shaken up. I'm not sure how it's going to look next week, but teams starting to kind of edge one another in different ways.
Things are tightening up a little bit. There's not as much of a gap between 1 and 4 anymore as there was maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to you earlier in the broadcast, and I actually think I made the comment on Wednesday's game, is BFA really has to take these last 5 games and try to figure out who they are, gain some respect.
Yeah.
They've lost to Rice. They've lost to Essex. That's a little bit of a black eye for them. They can kind of, redeem themselves on Wednesday against Essex. They're probably not going to get a chance to play Rice again. I don't think that makeup game's going to happen.
Yeah.
But they got to win tonight. They got to win Wednesday. Establish that record and get out of the season with 2 losses. But more importantly, it's really the wins and losses don't bother me as much as them identifying who they're going to be in this last stretch of the season. And when they can start to feel better about themselves in terms of confidence and goal scoring and really kind of gain back the respect I think they lost when they lost to Rice and Essex, then that's going to put a much bigger bounce in their step going into the playoffs.
Yeah, and Rice with the easiest schedule out of the bunch. They do have Colchester. Other than that, they got Rutland a couple times. And I think they play South Burlington again or CVU. Don't quote me on that. Currently, you look at VPA. Again, the VPA is based on average index points. So you talk about home wins, away wins, different point systems for Division 1, Division 2. I ever heard some people talking saying, if we don't play Rice, BFA doesn't play Rice, they can't surpass them. I don't think that's the case. It's based on average index points. And right now, Rice is, I believe, sitting at a 2.6, 2 or 3, and BFA's at a 2.5. So you get those wins you talk about down the stretch, and who knows, maybe a Rice stumbles against a Colchester a half there. Again, BFA has one less game, but Rice has that tie that could be the difference maker when you talk about average index points. So we're really going to look for that remainder of tonight into next week and down the stretch. With about 5 minutes left in the intermission, we're going to take a quick break. Cameron Wood alongside Chris Wood will be back for second period action live here at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. Cameron Wood alongside Chris Wood live here for second period action. Number 2 BFA Bobwhites hosting the number 4 Colchester Lakers. BFA 12-2 on the season, Colchester 10-5. 0-0 after the first as Colchester with the puck getting it down low. And there's a whistle. Chris, while we have second here, keys to the second from both coaching staffs.
Well, for Colchester, they got to continue to stay out of the box. They got to continue to try to put pressure on BFA, sustain a little bit of pressure in the offensive zone on behalf of themselves, and try and get some good quality opportunities. BFA just has to continue to roll all three lines, short shifts, and really, play disciplined hockey.
Colchester winning the draw up to Blondin through the neutral zone. Touch pass there, comes all the way out to Piper. Piper looking to get it to Webb. Can't do anything there as Colchester gaining the zone. Brown with it, looking for a man. However, Merrill there for the Bobwhites. Can't break it out. Puck up top. Good shot on net by Baird. And Telfer so far looking pretty steady, in my opinion. And puck out of zone. Back to Baird. Baird getting it down low. Delayed offsides. Waved off as Colchester touches. Shot on net. Another good save. Touch pass there up front. Back. Colchester unable to hold the zone.
BFA with a line, desperate need of a line change right now. They just chasing the puck all over the all over their defensive zone.
Rassel giving a forecheck on Audie. BFA, like you said, just trying to get it out. BFA taking this opportunity to change it. Phillips looking for an icing, no call there. Brady's with it, touching it to the boards. Liam Wood picking up, chipping it down low. Beauregard giving chase one-on-one.
Bobo's got room.
The puck with Beauregard now. Touches up to Clark. Clark around his man, gets it to Wood. Wood trying to get a pass off, can't do so. Frady's up top with it. Good shot by Frady's. Even better save by Phillips as that puck goes down low. Wood getting up top to Frady's. Frady's fans on it. And Colchester going the other way. And Corin calling for a line change. Colchester getting it through the neutral zone. Down into their offensive zone. Picked up by Frady's defensively. Taking his time, finding space. Gets it through the neutral zone as Schreindorfer gives chase. And that will be an icing.
Jeez, that was a close call. I thought Schreiny won that leg race down there to get the puck first. But anyway, face off deep in the BFA zone. 12:25 left here in the second. Both teams showing a little bit of pressure on each other. I call this game even so far, Cam.
Oh, very much so, especially when you really don't have any scoring threat from BFA. Again, we say it, when they struggle to move the puck, they're in these games. So until they're able to find space, Colchester's going to be right on their heels. Rafferty with it now through the neutral zone. Can't get it in. Johnson there to throw it down, delayed offsides. Colchester taking advantage of that call as they'll break it out. Touched over.
Oh, good hit. Good hit
there by Merrill. And puck up top to Lamphere. Lamphere throws it down. Regrouping is Lequier.
Merrill had Kerner coming through the neutral zone, and Kerner looking the other way. Merrill put a nice shoulder on him.
Yeah, good thing that was his left arm as that right is casted. Audie with it in the neutral zone. Can't do anything. Puck intercepted by Brown. Brown looks to touch it over to Blondin. Broken up, however, by Johnson. Johnson with a good defensive play there as the net comes up and out of its mooring.
Lucky there wasn't a penalty there against Colchester. Again, we talk about undisciplined acts of that create penalties for Colchester, and I think it was it Bowden? Blondin ended up cross-checking Johnson into his own net.
I love the Colchester bench chirping Johnson as he skates by and him just giving him a nod. I love that by Johnny. Can't let these Lakers push you around here, even more so in your own barn. Intercepted there, going the other way, 2-on-1. Baird now at 1-on-1, shot there. Great save by Michael Telfer. Just 4 minutes in, and Levi Webb held there on the blue line. Picked up by Audie. Audie with it, backhand shot there, saved by Phillips.
Good pass there by Audie over to Merrill.
Merrill with it, looks for Webb in front, can't find him. Intercepted by Brown. Brown looking for Blondin, intercepted on the far side boards. However, puck finds a way to come out. Hit by Blondin on Piper. Piper still able to get it down low. Good hit by Liam Wood. Starting to get a little physical. I love to see it.
Absolutely. It's opening up here, Cam. Have you noticed?
Oh, my God. I've never not noticed. Quick move there. Great move. Shot on net. Great save by Michael Telfer. And Tell starting to heat up for the Bobwhites as Colchester with back-to-back scoring opportunities, unable to capitalize on either. Puck down low. Frady's giving chase. Tries to chip in Savoy. Can't. Puck thrown down low. Liam Wood there. Frady's circling for support.
Yeah. They're just coughing up the puck now.
Good block shot by Beauregard. Puck in the zone of Colchester's offense. BFA finally able to get it out. But with that, McKinley getting it back down low. And like you said, Chris, BFA.
They're just chasing the puck in their own zone, Cam. And then when they do flip it up the boards, they're flipping it right up to the Colchester defense. So just a matter of time before this blows up in their face.
2-on-2, Beauregard with Savoy. Beauregard tries to get it down low. Colchester there to pick it up in the neutral zone. Piper with it, throwing it down low. Shot on net, that was questionable.
Knuckleball from center ice, Cam. And, of course, you know, the ice is a little softer over the last weekend because of the warmer weather. So you you kind of get some funny bounces.
Yeah.
And that particular time.
Have you managed to go for any outdoor walks yet, or still a little too early for you?
I'm still inside at the gym.
Shot on net, just wide. Lamp with it, pinching, getting it down low. I mean, BFA's got to start using their physicality here. They're much bigger than this team.
Yeah.
But the more you let this Colchester team skate, who can skate, as we watch Rubley forecheck all the way from his defensive zone into the offensive zone. And there's a big hit by number 11, Ducevic. Good
shot there by Schreindorfer. Unfortunately, it was out far enough where the Colchester goalie, Kiernan Phillips, was able to make the save. But credit Schreindorfer for, getting a good quality shot on that.
And Ducevic with a big hit there on Rafferty. And, Colchester certainly not afraid to throw their body around, but we're still kind of waiting to see it. Merrill with a good hit there, but other than that, I'd probably give the physicality even to Colchester from this point.
Yeah.
Puck behind the net comes up top, all the way out. Ethan Audie there. Pressure by the Lakers. Can't turn it over as puck comes out.
Good foot speed there by Merrill.
Great forecheck by Merrill. Merrill with it, near side boards, looks to get it to Audie. Puck in his skates. Comes out to Clark. Clark throws it back down. And all the way down, and that's waved off as Clark's with it now. Gets it over to Audie. Audie looking. Cuts, slides it to Merrill. Merrill tries to chip it up to Webb. Unable to do so, however, Webb there, Audie there to pick up his own pass. Shot there just over the bar. And Beauregard picking up the loose puck down low, 1-on-2.
Good forecheck there by Bobo. Single-handedly keeping the puck in the zone.
Beauregard with it in the slot, comes up top to Piper. Shot there, puck in front. Liam Wood looking for it. Fans on his backhand shot. Puck comes down low. Mayer gets it all the way out.
That'll be a nice.
And Frady's gives chase.
That'll be a nice. Good opportunity. Bobo, one-man forecheck there, was allowing for the line change to get out on the ice. He really had none of his line mates were with him at that point in time. Finally, Liam Wood and Aiden Savoy come out to join the party, and they were able to put a couple of good quality opportunities on net.
Wood winning the draw, back to Johnson. Johnson touches it to Wood, unable to keep it in. Going the other way, 2-on-1. Blonded Rubley, shot on net, up and over the bar. As Telfer saw it the whole way. Puck near side boards. Johnson with it now, looking for room. Rubley comes in for the check.
Get it deep.
And Dusevic with it now. Wood breaking it up. Puck there to Savoy. Good shot by Savoy. Back to Wood. Touches it to Savoy. Up top to Lanfear. Lanfear on net. LeQueer tying up Schreindorfer from getting that tip. And all the way out as BFA will call a line change. And it'll be an icing here with about 6:08.
It's all right. Good shift there. BFA doing a nice job. That second unit creating and sustaining some pressure.
Hey, I know I don't want to interrupt you from, your conversation or your communication, but this game's gone by very quickly as there hasn't been a lot of whistles.
No, the referees have put the whistles away. It's been very few penalties, and yeah.
Only 6:04 left on the second, folks. Again, 0-0 deadlock. Kind of expected it going in. Audie with it. Gets it down low for Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer circling back along the boards. Tries to leave it for Raff. Can't do so. Colchester able to get it out. McKinley with it now. Looking for a man. Finds Rassel, who gets it down low. However, BFA breaking it out the other way is Audie. He's got speed. He's tied up. Still with it. Circling around. Ethan doing a good job getting an opportunity. Puck in front. Can't capitalize. Now we got Colchester kind of skating all over the place, which is a good sign for BFA.
Colchester looks like they're a bit winded.
Ooh, Welber there with a little backhand touch in front of the crease. Unfortunately, no one there to cash in. Colchester getting it down low. They'll call for a line change. BFA breaking out in the meantime. Merrill with room and speed. Merrill 2-on-2 with Webb. 3-on-2 if he hurries. He's tied up. Good defensive play there by Colchester. Is Mayer.
Good hit.
Another great hit by Matt Merrill. Good for Matty. Got a cast on and everything. He's been the most physical player for this BFA team so far.
Well, I think BFA is starting to show a little sign of frustration. They're not used to being this deep into the game without putting something up on the board. And so maybe some physicality and a little bit of attitude. We've certainly seen it from this first line the last couple of shifts.
So 4:15 left in the second.
And, you know, the other thing is you wear a team down when you start putting the body on them. So
Levi Webb getting out of the zone. However, Colchester getting it back down low. Lanfear getting it out. Dusevic can't hold on to it. Puck all the way down as LeQueer gives chase. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it, getting frustrated, not having a lot of scoring opportunities. Yeah, they had the 6-3 win against Colchester. One was an empty netter, but it was really all individual play as far as the scoring opportunities went. You look at the other games with good skating teams, Essex and Rice, and they've struggled to put the puck in the net against good skating teams. So puck in the offensive zone for Rice, just under 4 minutes. Brown with it, shot, great save by Michael Telfer. And if he didn't already have a Northwest Player of the Game, so far he's starting to pile up those saves that would make him credible for that award.
Absolutely, Mike's playing very well tonight.
Yes, he is. You know, Phillips playing okay, but he hasn't really been tested either.
No, BFA's just been able to only generate shots from the outside.
So Johnson with it behind the net. Circles around, chips off Savoy stick. Savoy forechecking.
Good job by Savoy. Keep it in.
Colchester on the stick, chipping it through the neutral zone. Blondin now circling behind the net. Breaks it out to Brown. Brown's going to take it back down in behind the net. Beauregard's going to make him circle back to his near side. Rubley looking to chip it to Blondin, however, that will be called for icing with 2:47 left in the second.
Yeah, I mean, a much more disciplined Colchester team here, I believe, from what I'm used to seeing. And I think they've figured it out.
Yeah.
That if they're going to stay close with these better teams, they got to stay out of the box and just take the other team into the third period like they did with Essex this week.
Well, they've got 2 losses to Rice by 1 goal. They've got an overtime loss to Essex, and then they've got a 2-goal loss to Essex and a 3-goal loss to BFA. So they certainly can hang with these top 3 teams. Puck up top, Baird there, shot in front. BFA picks up that as Ethan Audie there. Tries to break it out, can't. Puck comes all the way over to Piper. Piper looks to chip to Rafferty. However, kept in by McKinley. A little extracurricular in front of the net. And Michael, again, as we said, hadn't really been tested a ton the first half of the season, but playing very disciplined, very mature so far here tonight as he just takes a whistle there.
2:07 left here in the second period. Face-off deep in the Bobwhite zone. Big face-off here for the Bobwhites.
So draw won by BFA, however, comes up top to Colchester as Webb unable to hold on to it. Pass in front there to Brown. Brown with a good shot, even better save by Telfer. Merrill with it now, one-on-one. Move there for Audie in the slot. Good shot by Audie. And Phillips with an even better save.
Yeah.
A half second more, and I think Colin could have get him to bite one way or the other, but regardless, a spiraling save by Phillips.
That was far and away the best opportunity for the Bobwhites all night, and that was that point-blank opportunity that we keep talking about. And Audie just missed it.
Half second more could have get him to commit, but good save by Phillips. And there's a shot. There's a shot by Frades that goes up over the glass to the People's Trust sponsorship flag. And 1:37 left in the second. Look for Colin to win a draw here. Can't do so. Rubley wins the draw. Colchester breaking it out. A hit by Webb on Brown. Brown chirping. Looks like Webb's going to get called. Cross check. And that evens up the penalties at 2-2. And Colchester's going to have a nice little look with 1:27 going into the third period.
Sure. You know, not a great time to take a penalty. Again, BFA taking it in the offensive zone, their offensive zone. There was absolutely no threat at all for Colchester to do anything. I don't know what led up to the altercation, but again, not a good penalty to take this late in the period.
This is a play that's going to be the difference maker in the game.
100%. 100%.
So 121, Bobwhites will try to kill it. Johnny there with Audie. Beauregard and Savoy up top. Shot there by Rubley up and over the net. LeQueer trying to keep it in. Comes to Dusevic. Kolchet will have to regain the zone, and BFA doing a good job getting all the way down with about a minute left in the second. Again, not many whistles, just that one penalty there, that cross check.
Good job there by Bobo and Savoy.
Shawnee Beauregard, for all of you who don't know who Bobo is. Shawnee B, Shawnee Beauregard.
Boy,
many nicknames.
Colchester surprising me here, just BFA with all kinds of room to skate in their own zone.
Stretch pass there, one-on-one. Looks like that would be a two-line pass, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
as Rassel.
offsides. It was an offsides as Colchester was in the BFA zone when they collected the puck. I don't think there are any two-line passes, Cam, in high school hockey or in college hockey. Isn't that a pro thing?
I don't know. After 2 games ago with the officiating, I can't keep up on what's what. So, you know, hey, it's your show. I'm just living in it. So Colchester winning the draw, skating the other way, is Sherman getting it down low. About 9 ticks left in the period. Shot there, great save by Telfy.
That hit off his helmet.
I think it was upper shoulder. But there was a little bit of a window, but Telfer able to get the shoulder on it.
Yeah.
And making a big save. There will be 33 seconds left on the. There will be 33 seconds left on the cross-checking penalty of Levi Webb, but BFA certainly doing a good job to kill the majority of that. That power play here in the remainder of the second period.
Well, we mentioned it was a tough penalty to take. Towards the end of the second period there. The last thing you want to do is give Colchester the momentum going into the third period, but BFA did do a good job killing off a minute and a half of it, and they'll be able to come out and hopefully sustain the other 33 seconds so they can get back to full strength. But I was a little bit surprised. Colchester didn't really seem to set up all that much.
Yeah.
In fact, they let BFA skate out of the zone on one particular occasion. It looked like they were getting caught in the middle of a line change. So first rule of thumb when you're on the power play is you gain the offensive zone, and then you gain the boards, control of the boards, and then you start to work your power play from there. BFA does a really good job of doing that. Colchester did a very poor job of that, and I think that's the reason why they weren't able to really get anything going.
Yeah. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, Northwestern Orthopedics, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Barrett Ford, JC Image, Handy Toyota, and Corporate Outfitters. If your business would like to be a sponsor for Northwest Access TV sports coverage this winter, please contact 802-782-8676. Speaking of Corporate Outfitters, they are our Northwest Access Player of the Game. We are a shirt behind. We did get one tonight, but we owed Ethan Audie one for last game, so we will award that during post-game, but we'll be sure to get that jersey or that shirt during the next home game, which I believe is a week from today. So, But regardless, stay tuned for that. Again, I know we both talked about Michael Telfer. In my opinion, so far, he would be my player of the game.
Sure.
But we already had given it to him a couple games ago.
Right.
So we're going to look for someone else tonight.
Well, hopefully the third period answers that question, and I think it probably will. But Michael has been, the player that has kept Colchester off the board. He's played rock solid, steady, like he normally does. So he's definitely, they can thank Michael for the 0-0 tie so far. That being said, Colchester hasn't really done much except a couple of opportunities to capitalize. A lot of their shots have been out on the perimeter, but BFA has to create more of those inside opportunities like Colin Audie did in the last few minutes of that second period.
Just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. I had mentioned to you earlier, game moving right along as it's only 3 after 8, and we're through 2 periods and half of the Zamboni going into the third. All we had seen there was the cross-checking penalty on Levi Webb. Other than that, some offsides, some icings, but you had the Levi Webb cross-checking. We'll see Colchester stay on the power play for another 33 seconds. We had a couple Colchester penalties in the first with Rubley and Dusevic, and then we had the Savoy roughing call as well. or tripping might have been.
Yeah.
But other than that, like you said, very clean game.
Yes, it's been a clean game, and both teams exhibiting a lot of discipline. And at this point, going into the third period in a 0-0 game, now they become even bigger. Face-offs become very big at this point in the game. So neither team can afford to give the other team a man-up advantage. I look for kind of a little bit more of a conservative approach in this third period. I think Colchester would love to come out of here with a win. And BFA, I think, like we talked about earlier, I think they really are trying to establish a consistency here, an identity going into the last few games of the year. So but it's a really, really big period for both teams for very different reasons.
Yeah. Just a correction there. I believe it was Ducevic who had the tripping. Ain Savoy with a roughing, again, along with the Rubley roughing in the first. We had the Levi Webb tripping. Cross-check, as mentioned, 33 seconds left there. 0-0, folks. Great game so far. Again, BFA sitting 2. Colchester sitting at 4. So very eager to see how this second period plays out. So we will take a break here as we bring you live third period action here at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. Cameron Wood alongside Chris Wood. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live here at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. We're in for a tight one here as the number 2 BFA Bobwhites 12-2 on the season in a 0-0 deadlock with the number 4 Colchester Lakers currently sitting at 10-5 on the year. Folks, I gotta apologize for Jason Bliss being in Hawaii. Hopefully you've managed to be content with Chris Wood's performance, but Chris, happy to have you regardless.
It doesn't sound like it, Cam. You've given me nothing but flack for 2 games, and I got to be honest with you, I can't wait for Jason to come back. I really enjoyed my place over in the stands with the people that embrace what I have to say.
Well, you've got all your children from visiting states all here tonight, and you're stuck in the booth. But, hey, they don't want to hear about that. 0-0, 33 seconds on the Webb cross-checking penalty. Certainly an opportunity for Colchester to set the tone to start the third. I had mentioned before the end of the second on that Webb penalty that was going to be the type of play that would be a difference maker tonight.
100%.
And because I just don't see enough scoring opportunities, at least from BFA, to have it be anything other than that.
Right. If BFA gets down by a goal, it's going to be very difficult for them. There's the way the game is kind of transpired here. There's been very little good offensive opportunities for either team.
Yeah.
And, BFA, I think, has struggled even more creating them. So the last thing they want to do is get down by a goal here.
So about 8:13 in the evening, 1 period left, the final 15 minutes. Colchester winning the draw, going the other way. Good breakup by Schreindorfer as Colchester threatening there on an odd man rush.
Get rid of it.
And Schreindorfer getting that all the way down on Phillips, and BFA changing the line here as a new PK unit comes out. And puck thrown all the way down on Telfer, and Telfer covering that up. And we will be full strength here at 14:27.
So BFA weathering the storm as they killed a penalty successfully. And now they got to get their game back and try and get down and play some hockey in the offensive zone.
Both teams 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. That's all we've seen is 2 penalties on both teams. Again, this game's moved right along, not a lot of whistles, and there will be an icing. And here's a chance for BFA, who has struggled offensively, to have a offensive face-off, which is one of their strong points, even more so with Colin Audie taking the draw.
Coach Duclon with a quick line shift there as the first unit comes back out.
So Colin Audie taking the draw, winning it. With it is Merrill. Merrill circling behind the net with speed. Pass it up top to Frady. Shot on net. Rebound. However, as the puck comes out, Phillips kind of diving forward to cover it up.
Good save by Phillips. Phillips has had a couple of big saves here tonight, too, just like Telfer has. So both goalies starting to play a factor.
Another draw, won by Audie. Merrill picking it up, pass in front, puck in the crease.
Jeez, close one there.
And Levi Webb and Colin Audie unable to cash that in as Phillips was sucked on that near side post, unable to get over. However, no shot made on net. As a good opportunity there early for the Bobwhites. Clark getting it down low. Dusevic with it. Webb giving chase. Puck circles around the boards to Merrill. Back down to Webb. Intercepted by Colchester. Chipping it out to Brown. Brown 2-on-2. Tries to get over to Blonding. Can't. Puck comes up top to Audie. Audie with it. Puck in the offensive zone. Colchester intercepting, breaking it out. Brown getting it down low. And there's a whistle. And that will be an icing.
Yep. Another face-off deep in the Colchester zone. Again, face-offs really, really important at this stage of the game. Third period in a 0-0 game. So BFA has the luxury of having three real good centermen. Wood winning the draw.
Up top to Johnson. Back down to Beauregard. Beauregard can't hold on to it. Wood there to intercept. Get it back.
Nice.
Beauregard gets it back. Savoy shot there. Good save by Phillips. Wood touches it back up top to Lamphere. Back down low to Beauregard. Beauregard cutting back. Looking for Savoy. Intercepted by Brown. Puck comes up top. Savoy able to pick it up. Beauregard with it behind the net, leaves it there for Wood. Wood cuts back to his near side, looking for someone, chips it to Savoy. Savoy circling around, trying to buy time. Up top to Johnson, shot there by Johnson. He scored! Tammy Johnson! And I saw it coming as that second line, we've loved this combination since they made the line change. And sure enough, the cycling pays off, and Cam Johnson gets the big G with 12:22 left in the third.
Best shift of the night for the Bobwhites. The second line on the ice. First of all, starts with Liam winning the draw, getting it back to the point, and from there, Bobo and Savoy, Wood, and then the defensemen all playing their position. And finally, they were able to cash in. I think it was a screenshot, but Johnson with a nice wrist shot from the point.
Feel free to rant while I listen in on the play, see if we had any assist there. So it'll be like one assist. Beauregard will get it. Johnson with the goal, and a much-needed advantage for the Bobwhites as we're here in the third period, just about 3 minutes in.
A great play there. I can't say enough about that. The whole way it was set up, it transpired. Just a real nice play.
You could kind of sense it was coming just from the shift. Rubley with it now, 1-on-5. Rubley skating around. I mean, he's really good. He's one of the best players I've seen all year.
Oh, absolutely. He's a very talented young man.
No, I love watching him play. BFA chipping it out. Matt Merrill with room and speed, 1-on-1, and not enough there to catch up on the icing. But I'm also going to give Matt credit. He's got some wheels, even considering he's got the broken wrist.
Yeah, no, Matty's wheels, there's nothing wrong with those things. Those things are still pumping.
And it looks like he's still got enough there even to dish the puck off. So he's certainly been a factor out there.
Yes, he has. He's played very well tonight.
We were kind of worried about that broken wrist, but I'm getting a text in from people behind the net saying we called that wrong, but regardless. Shot there on net, and Colin Audie.
What did we call wrong?
Well, the announcers called us Johnson from Beauregard. The gallery behind the net is saying it was a Liam Wood goal by Savoy and Johnson. No, sorry, Liam Wood to Savoy to Johnson. So, but hey, they called it one way. Liam Wood with it in the slot. I don't know if people are
So
listening.
Johnson with the goal, or was it a tip?
Johnson with the goal. They're saying it was Wood to Savoy to Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the Beauregard, but hey, the refs call it a certain way. That's what's on the game log. That's what we're going to go with. And again, you know, and start to think about Northwest player gain, Cam Johnson, another one with already a T-shirt. So I really need you to kind of dive in and see some of these other supporting roles, because a lot of the guys who have stood out tonight already have shirts.
Another face-off. Wood just doing a great job on the face-offs tonight.
Yeah, he's played a good game, good two-way hockey player. Colchester breaking it out, going the other way. Good touch pass there to Everts. Everts, little sidestep move as he circles into the center slot, broken up by Beauregard. Beauregard getting it to Audie, back to Beauregard. 2-on-2 the other way. Shot there just over the net. Good job by Sean.
Everts was kind of trying to stick handle his way through the BFA defensive zone. Bobwhites got to put a body on those players. You can't stick check a guy like that. He's too big. He's too strong.
So I'll say this. Colchester, you can tell they're getting tuckered because I think that's like their fourth or fifth icing in this period so far, and we're only about 5 minutes in.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And this is what the time of the game where they really struggle, and BFA really starts to excel. So
another kid playing well tonight, forecheck and whatnot, is Corbin Schreinger.
Yeah, so I was just going to say that he's played a good game.
So look for Corbin as well in the final stages as a notable player. Corbin with it now, trying to get it out of the zone. Frady's with it behind the net. Tied up there by Blondin. Able to still stay with the possession. Stretch pass there, looking for Rafferty. However, intercepted. Puck comes back to Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer with it there.
There's a trip.
And that'll be a tripping call. And, hey, another good play by Schreindorfer. One thing you used to tell me that I did terribly back in the day is keep your feet moving. And that kid has moved his feet all night.
Yeah.
And he draws a penalty because of it right there.
Absolutely, and that's a very good lesson for any young hockey player. Never stop moving your feet. You're never out of the play unless you stop moving your feet.
So, puck here in the offensive zone. First power play out for the Bobwhites. Up top to Audie, over to Johnson. Great pass to Colin Audie. Rebound there. Oh, and Savoy just misses the backhand.
Just couldn't get enough wood on it.
Jeez. So that's the slashing call on Blondin as BFA with their third power play opportunity. Again, 0 for 2 on the night. Savoy kind of gets tied up there by Everts. BFA with it. Savoy leaves it for Ethan Audie. Puck in front. Beauregard tries to get the rebound. Does. Looks for Johnson. And there's going to be an interference call. And it looks like it's going to be on Aiden Savoy.
Yeah. Come on. Listen, Aiden's had a great year. He's BFA's top goal scorer. And I was saying to Liam the other day, I can't believe how good and quick his wrist shot has been all year. But that is not a play that you can.
But they've been taking those penalties all year this late in the game.
I know. And they're taking them in the offensive zone on a power play.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
So Wood leaving it for Clark. Puck comes back to Frady's, chipped back to Wood. Wood with time, skating it, chips it up to Levi Webb. Puck comes back down low to Frades. Frades getting it out. Wood there, hit on Wood, holds his ground, and puck up top to Frades. Frades throws it all the way down. So about 35 seconds left on the Blondin interference call, which will leave about 45 seconds for Colchester on the Savoy tripping call. Dusevic with it. Puck in the neutral zone. Broken up, Colin Audie, one-on-one with the goalie, shot on net, off the bar!
Off the crossbar.
Colin Audie with a great opportunity there. And that hit all of the metal. Good job by Colin forechecking on this penalty kill, or 4-on-4. Everts there breaking up the play, circling around. Looks to find a man up top on the blue line. Broken up. Colin chips to Merrill. Merrill's got speed. Merrill, one-on-one. Shot on net. Just wide. As another opportunity there for the Bobwhites.
Things opening up here big time.
Yeah, but look for Colchester. They'll have a man advantage for about 20 seconds. Gaining the zone. Rassel comes to forecheck. Piper there to break it up. Can't do so. Rassel up top to LeQueer. LeQueer back to Rassel. Rassel down low. Finds Everts. Everts circling on his backhand. Full strength. Liam Wood coming into forecheck. Pass there in front. Can't find it. Ethan Audie picking it up. Skating the other way. 2-on-2. 2-on-3. Circles back. Gets it to Wood. Down low to Beauregard. Beauregard trying to break it up. Colchester can't get it out. Savoy giving chase alongside Wood. Puck comes up top. Good job there by Lanfear to get up to his line mates. However, turned over. Rupley with it. 2-on-2, looking for room. Chips it down low. Wood with it now. Wood's got space. Chips it to Savoy
nice
up
pass.
top. And Savoy does a good job getting it down low.
Good shift there.
5 minutes.
Bobwhite's looking a lot more settled right now.
5 minutes left in the third. We'll look, as I would imagine Corin might pull the goaltender as he did. 2 goals down at Letty. Wilbur with speed gets it to Raff. Back to Wilbur. Good shot by Wilbur. And the third unit with a little tic-tac-toe play on a 2-on-1 advantage.
Yep. It's quality minutes that third line takes up, and really gives BFA that extra advantage and separates them from teams like Colchester that just can't roll 3 lines.
Yeah, Tommy Wilbur's had a couple really good lines tonight on this third unit. And I was interested with Corbin kind of helping out, but third line certainly doing their part so far, killing time, banging bodies, and having a great scoring opportunity there late in the third period. Mayer forechecking, no idea where the puck is.
Puck has left the ice surface as we're going to get a whistle, looks like just outside the BFA zone. BFA third line getting a switch here. I would agree with you, Cam. I look for Colchester to probably around the 2-minute, maybe minute-and-a-half mark, look to pull their goalie.
Well, yeah, I mean, and even them with them pulling it down 2 last game, down 1, if they get an offensive face-off here with 2 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull it early. Colin Audie with it, chipping it to Merrill.
Oh, nice.
2-on-1. Scott Webb tries to get it over, can't. Merrill still with it, plenty of speed. Passes out, looks for Webb, can't find him. Colchester with it behind the net. Rassel can't collect, puck up top to Clark. Intercepted by Dusevic. Dusevic getting it all the way down. Corin calling a line change. BFA with it. Great move there by Merrill, however intercepted 3-on-3, touch pass there to Blondin. Blondin rolls over Clark. BFA still able to break it out. Levi Webb, there's a little
slash. Big
that
time.
That was a slash all day. There's a missed call there by the referees. Colchester not afraid to rub bodies. Liam Wood with it now, getting it down low. 3:14 left. Rubley with speed, 2-on-2, 2-on-3. Wood trying to rub him off. Just enough for Audie to pick it up. And Colchester throwing it all the way down. It seems like they're looking to get that offensive face-off that we talked about, as there's about 2:52 left in the third. Again, BFA up 1-0. Down low, Baird getting it low as Brown gives chase. Audie there to break it out to Savoy. Touch pass there. Beauregard unable to collect. However, comes to Piper. Back to Beauregard. Beauregard with room. 1-on-2. 2-on-2 if Savoy hurries.
Good job. BFA getting that change. 2:22 left.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I know you talked about establishing an identity. They just want to get out of here with a win at this point.
Yeah, but okay, they're gutting it out too. There's some character building going on by winning a game like this. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of offense on either end.
Corbin Schreindorfer with it, doing a good job getting it down low. Colchester in the neutral zone, and that's going to be an icing as Andy Corrin throwing his arms up in the air there, as it was questionable whether it should have been called, but not going to leave much time for Colchester to get that offensive faceoff that they're looking for.
Yeah, Colchester really is tiring. You can tell they've had the same kids on the ice every other shift, and they just don't have gas enough in their tank to sustain the type of pressure they need to.
And going the other way is Colchester. Stretch pass there, broken up by Clark. Great job by Clark, gets to Merrill. Merrill can't hold on. Everett's there. Colchester chipping it out. Phillips kind of back and forth between his crease. Delayed offsides will play to benefit of BFA, give him room to break out. Merrill trying to get it down low. Clark finally able to do so as that puck comes up top in the neutral zone. Down low. Just about a minute left in the period. Phillips eager to come out to add that sixth man, but BFA doing a good job holding the zone. Sherman dishing it over. Up top to Blondin. Blondin can't corral. Puck comes all the way back down to Sherman. Touch pass there, intercepted by Beauregard. Beauregard with space, one in front. Intercepted, Colchester chipping that up and out of play. 41.2 left, and that'll be an offensive face-off.
Yeah, now BFA can win this face-off, get it back to the point, and just, control the boards a little bit. They in essence will probably chew off another 15, 20 seconds as the Bobwhites calling a timeout.
So while we do that, let's take a moment here to thank our sponsors, Northwestern Orthopedics, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Barrett Ford, JC Image, Handy Toyota, and Corporate Outfitters. If your business would like to be a sponsor for Northwest Access TV sports coverage this winter, please contact 802-782-8676. Again, that's 802-782-8676. Look for my guy, Paul Schneider. Shout out to Paul. And another reminder, Northwest Access TV is a non-profit organization. If you're enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. Again, non-profit organization run by you folks of Franklin County. So
just kind of listening in a little bit to Toby's timeout, and he's kind of rallying his troops, but a couple of things he's hitting on, and number one is winning a face-off. This is a really big face-off, and this game, a game like this, as tight as it is, and as few penalties as there's been. It's a game that's going to be won with just doing the little things right. And winning face-offs is one of those, and controlling the boards is the other thing that he mentioned.
So face-off there. Not won by BFA, however, intercepted by BFA. Colin Audie in the corner, 1-on-3, tying it up, doing a good job there. Pressure by Webb, good play by Webb to shrug off any breakout. He gets that to Audie. BFA doing a good job tying up time in the corner, 20 seconds left. Looking for an odd man rush, going the other way. Ducevic with it now, 3-on-3, cuts back, loses his edge. Puck comes down to Colin Audie, hit there in the corner. Just about 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it as your BFA Bobwhites with a solid defensive game, a 1-0 win over, I thought, a very disciplined Colchester team. A Colchester team talking about the first 2 periods that probably had a lot more scoring opportunities, but BFA able to capitalize off that great shift of the second line and ultimately come away and get the win and move on to 13-2 on the year.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you, Cam. I think Colchester probably outplayed BFA in the first half of this game, and then BFA, kind of settled in a little bit and was able to kind of differentiate themselves with their depth. And I think that third line is a big part of their ability to keep fresh legs on the ice. And by the time the third period came, BFA had a couple of shifts where they were able to sustain that necessary pressure, and second line came out and did it. Was a textbook goal when you consider the face-off, when you consider the controlling of the boards behind the net, getting the puck out front, and then the big forwards coming in front, screening the goalie, and allowing for the shot to go in the net. Literally, that's the difference in the game. And, it's a game of inches, and I thought BFA did a lot of little things really well, but, getting those really good offensive opportunities continues to be something that they're going to have to work on.
Cam Johnson again with the game winner, assisted by Beauregard. Savoy and Wood obviously chipping in on that play as well. I believe there was a penalty on Colchester there to give BFA a power play. BFA unfortunately came up 0 for 3 on their power play tonight. Colchester, I believe, was 0 for 2 on their power play. So what we thought after the first period with 3 penalties really didn't turn into that type of special teams game. It was very clean for the most part. And it came down to one shift, one play, like we saw. I think, personally, Michael Telfer put them in that position to get the game winner there. But Phelps, certainly from what we saw down at Letty, played a really good game, made some good saves. But again, BFA improving to 12-2. Colchester going to 10-6 on the year. BFA with a big one on Wednesday night. But before we get into that, we got to talk about our Northwest Access player of the game. Again, one shirt tonight. We gave it to Ethan Audie, who we owed a shirt last game. So next home game, I believe it's a week from this Saturday, we'll get that player as well as tonight. I told you in between the intermissions and whatnot, really keep an eye away from the puck. Who stood out, who did the forechecking, who laid themselves out there. Obviously, Michael Telfer, great game. Cam Johnson with the game winner. Both of the guys already being a Northwest Access player of the game. For me, personally, and I'll let you make the call if someone else stood out. One, I thought Liam Wood played a really good two-way game. Found passing lanes, very disciplined, back-checked, helped that second line, really forecheck there and cycle the puck to open up the play. I also thought Corbin Schreinger worked his you-know-what off. He drew the penalty in center ice. He forechecked like no other.
He really tied that. I agree with you. I think both of those kids in a game where there wasn't a lot of offense,
right,
in a game where there wasn't a lot of individual performances, you look at two kids like that did virtually everything right every time they hit the ice. Liam won just about every. I watch all his face-offs. He won just about every face-off tonight. He won the face-off that set up the goal that ended up being the difference in the game, even though he didn't get the assist. Schreindorfer, same thing. He goes back to that third line and really ties that third line together.
Yeah, he does.
And makes it a much stronger line and creates an opportunity through drawing a penalty. You mentioned he keeps moving his feet. He's a big body. His head's always up.
Starting to get better on the power play.
He's
on the point.
He's gained a lot more confidence there. So either one of those two kids would be a good choice. I'm going to spin it back to you on that one because, I think either one of those two kids are deserving of it. There may be a few other kids out there that we're missing. Obviously, we've had 6 or 7 games where kids have already been player of the game.
Yeah.
So we're starting to, really reach out into the things that.
I agree. I really like Liam Wood coming in the second line. I think he's arguably top 3 passers on this team, playmakers, does everything right, position. For me, though, I've looked at this year, and I look at a Corbin Schreindorfer who's been thrown on 3 different lines.
Yep.
He's come back on defense.
100%.
He's got a great work ethic week in and week out, and to me, it just seemed like he was really going on a next level, exactly the type of player that Duclaw tries to coach. Liam Wood's certainly going to have his chances. He was notable earlier this week. But for me, I just thought Corbin Schreindorfer kind of did it all tonight.
Sure.
And I thought he was really hungry. And for his effort, I think it's best probably to give Corbin Schreindorfer the Northwest Access Player of the game. Just moving forward, again, as mentioned, big one down at the Essex Skating Facility, 6:15. BFA playing Essex early in the year. Kind of really got slapped in the face and didn't show up whatsoever in a 3-1 loss. Much anticipated matchup. I know Duclaw staff is really looking forward to that one. So that's a big one on the schedule. I know you and I are going down, obviously. But yeah, 6:15 Wednesday night against Essex.
Yeah, very much looking forward to that. Again, that's another game similar to tonight's game where BFA needs to start making statements about who they are and what they are. And even though BFA didn't come out and score 20 goals tonight, they still gutted it out.
Yeah.
And they still did a lot of good things.
Yeah.
And they found a way to win. So, you know what? There's a good takeaway from tonight's game going into Wednesday's game. But you go down into Essex, and, BFA was bitten by the injury bug in their last matchup. Things just, the way the game started and ended, it was just a screwed up game. The refereeing was suspect at best. BFA just wasn't there to play a complete game. Now they have that opportunity to go down there and start flexing their muscles a little bit. I look for BFA to go down there and win on Wednesday night.
Good. And I think after that, next Saturday, I believe we're back for South Burlington. I can't be 100%. I know we have Rutland on a Wednesday, but I believe South Burlington home next Saturday. And then there was one other team to round out the season.
I think they've got Essex, they've got South Burlington, and they got Rutland. And if they end up making up the Rice game, that would be the other game. Other than that, I think there's only 3 games left.
Okay, so 2 home games, one next Saturday, and then Rutland will be a 5:15 as their game 1 and 2 with the comments trailing. But again, BFA going to 13-2 on the year. Northwest Access Player of the Game, sponsored by Corporate Outfitters, Corbin Schreindorfer. Corbin, great game. We'll get you a shirt next week. Shout out to Liam Wood, another great 2-way game out of here. Hang in tight, Liam. I know your family was here tonight, but you'll have plenty of opportunities for that award. And with that being said, my infamous line, Cameron Wood alongside Chris Wood. Thank you, folks. Look forward to having Jason Bliss back with us from Hawaii.
Jason, come back soon. I can't take any more of this.
Good night, folks.
Bye.